Nigeria, my country, is not putting forward their first 11. You know what first 11 mean in football, but I'm not talking about football. I'm talking about leadership. We are not putting our first 11 forward. What did that mean? You know, the ruling class in the Nigeria, the politician over the year, they have succeeded in making politics so dirty, so rough, that in fact, if you want to join politics in Nigeria, you have to lose your sense of shame, your sense of inhibition. And with that, that makes people of good character, people of good reputation, people of good image, gentlemen and women who are genuinely love the country, who are patriotic about the country Nigeria, who really want to make a change that can make things work for Nigeria, everybody in the country, to stay away from politics. And the more those people staying away from politics, the more they create that opportunity for those bad individuals, bad people go into politics and occupy important position in the society. Incompetent individual, people of questionable character, occupy important position in the society, and that is why the country Nigeria is where we are today, and that's why things are not working well. You know, one of the questions you got from people, especially people outside the country Nigeria, is that, hey, how is it that the country Nigeria is so blessed with people of great individual, great mind, brilliant, smart individual, intelligent individual across all the field of life, from science to technology to banking and financing to mercy, name them. You have great individual, brilliant individual, and those people are not the one leading your country, where they do not understand Nigeria politics. That's why I'll tell you. You see, one of the things those leaders have done is that they have successfully weaponized the poverty. And you know, it's very difficult to change the top, legally change the top, because it's a long process, and you have to make sure that you galvanize the people from the grassroots, sensitize them and conscientize them as well, to not to stay, those are to get involved in the system. So it's a long process, because those people are ordinarily poor. If you call them for a meeting, one day, second day, they will ask you for money. If you cannot give them the money, the next day they will not show up. They will not show up. And that is same leader that deny them of good life will turn from back and give them something that can sustain them, you know, like 1 or 2 days. And then whom do you think they will fall in line with? So it's absolutely difficult to change the top, because those people on the top, they are the ones who are making decisions on behalf of others, and you don't expect them to make decisions that will affect them. Do you expect your National Assembly to make decisions and say, hey, every political office holder, you are not allowed to travel out of this country for medical treatment anymore. You are not allowed to send your children to private school or outside the country to school. They will not make that kind of law. They will not do that, because they know if they do that, it will affect them. But the day such a law come into play in the country Nigeria, you see that your medical facility will become world class. Your educational system will become world class. You have best of education, best of medical facility in the country Nigeria, because you have your leader patronize those things. And they will not make that kind of law. And that's why it's very difficult that you can't just change the top. And that's why we are in this mess. And it's quite sad. It's really sad, and I must tell you. So it is just because the good people who have genuine love for the country, who are patriotic about the country Nigeria, who really want to make a difference, do not have access to the top. They are not the decision maker. They are not. And it's a very sad scenario. It is, I tell you for a fact.